Bitcoin is completely decentralized. With no central bank or authority, it's the perfect tool for illegal activities. Today in this video, I'll be talking about the dangers of Bitcoin and how you can protect yourself from scammers. This currency has been around for a few years now, and it's time that we started taking some precautionary measures to keep ourselves safe. Bitcoin seems to be booming in 2022. It seems everyone around you is making colossal wealth, but you remain unaffected. So you believe it's time to rebalance your portfolio and put everything into cryptocurrencies. This may or may not be accurate, but it certainly seems that way these days. Take a look at all significant firms that have invested in Bitcoin, such as Tesla. The original crypto has been a big issue in the financial world for quite some time. However, the economic turmoil accompanying the COVID-19 outbreak has put Bitcoin's popularity into overdrive. Bitcoin reached an all-time high of almost $60,000 on March 13, 2021. It was selling at less than half that price on the final day of 2020. While the price increase has been beneficial to individuals who have invested, such as Elon Musk and the NFL player who received his pay in Bitcoin, it does not indicate that Bitcoin is the current trade or bet for everyone. As the CEO of a crypto research agency, I'm fully aware of the immediate and long-term hazards involved with Bitcoin. While some speculators may continue to profit, others, particularly those who enter now, are just as likely to lose everything. Before I go any further, I want to emphasize that the purpose of this video is to educate you, not to dissuade you from investing in Bitcoin. I'm not here to question your intellect either. We are all entitled to our opinions, and it's magnificent if you disagree with me on this. With that out of the way, here are the significant dangers of investing in Bitcoin. 1. Bitcoin is very volatile. Because Bitcoin, and any cryptocurrency for that matter, is such a new currency and market, its price is very volatile. It is not irregular for the cost of Bitcoin to fluctuate dramatically over a day or even minutes. As a result, trading is a risky venture. Fundamentals, in general, should support currencies. On the other hand, Bitcoin isn't yet a fully functional currency, and its fundamentals are still developing. Looking at the prior all-time high as a long-term investment is instructive. This occurred in December 2017, when Bitcoin reached a high of $20,000 for the first time. That may seem appealing now that Bitcoin frequently trades for $50,000 or more. However, just a few months later, in February of 2018, the price had plummeted to under $7,000. This kind of dramatic decrease is likely to happen again. No one has been able to anticipate the value of Bitcoin until today fully. There's no doubting that individuals see Bitcoin's unpredictable character as a positive since it allows them to make a lot of money. However, you must be aware that there is an equal possibility of suffering a significant loss. So, if you want to be secure, just put as much money into Bitcoin as you can afford to lose. 2. Bitcoin isn't money. Another element that makes Bitcoin so risky is a traded asset with no backing. Bitcoin has value simply because the people who deal with it think it has value. No governmental or regulatory agencies are assisting Bitcoin in maintaining its value. Everything is essentially made up as far as the value is concerned. For want of a better term, I said that. To put it differently, Bitcoin has no distinctive value at all, as Uber investor Warren Buffett put it. As a result, if the market decides it's no longer valued, it's a hazardous investment. 3. Bitcoin is not as impervious to calamity as many people believe. One of the primary reasons why investors opted for Bitcoin during and after the global pandemic is that it is a terrific hedge against fiat currency, banking institutions, and even the overall financial system if they fail. These scenarios seemed more feasible than ever before due to the pandemic. However, it is unlikely that Bitcoin will save you in these circumstances. Governments worldwide would respond by holding tangible assets like gold in vaults as an alternative to fiat currencies or traditional financial systems. This is in contrast to cryptos like Bitcoin. Also, how would you access your Bitcoin if the collapse went even further and knocked out electrical grids, technology, or the internet as a whole? This is something to consider when you hear that Bitcoin is the most effective way to shield yourself from catastrophic events. 4. There is a lot of fraud in the Bitcoin niche. Another significant risk associated with is the high prevalence of fraud and hacking. When you use Bitcoin, you're constantly at risk of being hacked, and you could lose all of your money. Because Bitcoin is a digital currency with a high value, many people are always looking for ways to steal your money. However, if you take the required steps, you may add a degree of security to your digital currency. It would be beneficial if you kept your Bitcoin in a secure Bitcoin wallet at all times so that your funds are safe from prying eyes. Still, on the subject of fraud, you should be aware that as Bitcoin's popularity grows, so does the number of Bitcoin exchanges and platforms. Unfortunately, there are a lot of Bitcoin exchanges that aren't trustworthy. If you sign up for a Bitcoin exchange that isn't trustworthy, it can be a big problem for you. This is why, before opening a Bitcoin exchange account, you should always conduct some research. Reading customer evaluations is one of the most effective methods to determine the dependability of a Bitcoin exchange. It's a good idea to utilize a Bitcoin exchange if people say incredible things about it. 5. Constrained use. You should be aware that one of the hazards associated with Bitcoin is its restricted usage. There are still a lot of establishments that don't take Bitcoins. The use of Bitcoin is limited, which is a significant problem. If you're going to invest in Bitcoin, just put down a tiny amount of money and always have a backup plan. You'll always be on the safe side this way. If you put all of your money into Bitcoin, you won't be able to use it for everything since there are so many industries where Bitcoin doesn't get accepted as a form of payment. So there you have it, my thoughts on the dangers of Bitcoin. At the end of the day, it's all about taking a chance and being willing to accept both losses and gains. If you venture into the unregulated and decentralized world of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, you may be on your own. Perhaps you're willing to take that chance. If you are, it's critical that you fully comprehend what you're getting yourself into, not just what you stand to gain, but also what you stand to lose. Thanks for watching. Do leave a comment below, as I would love to hear your thoughts on this essential subject. Thanks, guys. See you in the next video.